Hey, what's up YouTube? Today I'm going to review a pipe. I bought my first really nice pipe, and part of the deal was when I bought the pipe is I got a discount. And the reason why I got a discount was I agreed to publish a review on the pipe. Now the pipe does not have to, the review does not have to be a good review, doesn't have to be a bad review, there's no requirements on it, but I just wanted to disclose that there was, I got a 10% discount because I'm doing this review. The thing is, any of you guys can get that 10% discount. It's not just me, or I'm sure not a special person. Anybody's available to get that. The criteria is make a little video or publish a review on the experience. So this is my review. Now I decided that I wanted to get my first, what I want to call my first grown-up pipe. I've got some Cobbs, and I've got a few low-end briars, and I've got my Falcon. Y'all have seen my Falcon. But I wanted to treat myself, and I was looking for a really nice briar pipe. I posted on Reddit, said, hey Reddit, give me a hand, help me find a good pipe. I got started looking at the Petersons, and I started looking at, some of the higher end Savinellis and the Stanwells, and, God forbid a Dunhill. I'd have to take a second mortgage out on my house to get one of those. But somebody recommended, hey, go take a look at this pipe over at American Pipe Makers. So I took a look at it, and it just struck me right off the bat that this spoke pipe to me. This is the kind of pipe I like. I tend to prefer a pipe that is more classically shaped, with a classical finish. I like smooth finishes. I'm not into the freehand, the artistic stuff that people do. I mean, it's beautiful, don't get me wrong, but it's not my cup of tea. So when I saw this pipe, it jumped out at me and it spoke to me. And I said, yeah, that's the one I want. So I took a look at it. Now, I wanted to show it to you. So this is the pipe. Now, it's got a Cumberland stem. So I don't know how well you can see it here. It's got this beautiful collar here, and it's this beautiful finished, smooth finish briar. Now, I've said in the past, some of the things you want to look at is you want to look down in here and you want to make sure that the drill, the hole that's drilled in there, is as flush with the bottom as possible. In this case, it is. It's tight up against the bottom. You also want to look over the pipe, and you want to look for fills in the pipe. Now, what a fill is briar naturally has pits in it, and what pipe makers will do is they'll fill in those pits and then they'll varnish over them. Now, some do that. Some will sandblast the finish or rusticate it so that they don't have to do that. Some people really like that rusticated finish. I mean, I've seen some that I really like that are done that way, but I tend to go for the smooth ones. Now, in this case, there are a few pits. Now, I'll turn this around so you can see it. I don't know how well you can see it. See right here and right here. There's two little pits. Now, what I like about the pits in this pipe is Ryan Richardson is the guy. Ryan Richardson, R2 Pipes, is the guy that made this pipe, and he chose not to fill those. He chose to leave them as they were and to finish them in place. I respect that, because what happens when you fill a pipe or fill a pit is you fill it with epoxy or whatever. I'm not quite sure exactly what they use, but it can be very obvious. And as the pipe ages and as the stain changes color, or as the bowl changes color a little bit, the stuff that they use for the fills, it won't change color the same way, and it'll become even more obvious. And quite honestly, I think where these fills are or these pits are located, which are one's very close to the rim and one's just a little bit down from the rim, about a quarter of the way down, if those had been filled in, it would be very glaring and it would be very obvious. And instead, with these, it looks natural. It looks like this is a handmade natural product. So I respect his decision on that, and I'm really glad that that's the way he went with this. Now, this is my first real nice pipe, and so far I haven't smoked it yet. I'm going to light it up. I'm going to smoke it tonight, actually. As far as the experience went, I bought it from AmericanPipemakers.com. He's got a bunch of different American pipe makers, that's the name. and they they all sell their pipes on there. He's got some beautiful pipes on there. He's got some pipes that aren't really my cup of tea, and he's got some that I think are just spectacular. So I advise you to go look and see what you see. Now, in the case of this one, it was so easy. I mean, I logged on, I created a quick account, I paid for it with PayPal. Very easy transaction. Used the reward code APM Rewards and agreed to do a review. And the very next day, I got a shipping notice. So, I mean, that right there spoke well for me. He shipped it 2-day priority. Now, I didn't get it in 2 days. This is not, now, Dan is the name of the guy that runs American Pipe Makers. It's not his fault I didn't get it in 2 days. I think probably the hurricane that we're going through right now, what's his name, Matthew, something like that, going through this, I think that probably had something to do with it. I'm not sure why, since it was shipping from Michigan, I think, but I should have got it on Thursday, October the 6th, and I actually got it yesterday, which is Saturday. So that's what Friday said, 2 days later, so 4 days. That's not Dan's fault. There's nothing, no bad marks for that. As far as that goes, I honestly didn't expect to get it as quickly as I did, so I'm already to the good. So now I also will say that the bowl has been pre-carbonized. It's been coated with a little bit of carbon layer or paint, carbon paint or something. I'm not quite sure how they do that. So I'm still gonna take it easy when I break in this pipe. I'm gonna break it in with a little bit of Dunhill early morning pipe, and I'm gonna use about a third of a bowl in there, and I'm gonna smoke that down, and I'm gonna do that several times, and then I'll fill it up to about 2/3 of a bowl, and I'll smoke that down a couple times, then I'll fill it up all the way. I'm going to be really careful not to smoke it hot, and we'll see what happens. So let's see how this pipe draws. One of the things that I wish I had is some of those rubber bits, because I'm going to have to be really careful. I'm a biter, I'm a clincher. I'm really careful not to bite this beautiful Cumberland stem. Well, it's got a good draw. Lights quickly. Feels good. So far, I like it. Feels good in the hand. It's just the perfect size. I'm quite pleased with my purchase. It was painless. It was giving me a credit card. That's all you got to do. Thank you, Dan, for representing Ryan Richardson. Ryan, thank you for this beautiful pipe. I'm absolutely honored to have this as the very first grown-up pipe in my collection. Thank you. Y'all have a nice night.